Here's my definition of playing it safe. 2 parts. Part A, playing it safe means get in the gym, lift weights. You will play safe. Number 2, part 2 of the definition, playing it safe means do what you've repped. Do what you've repped, and the opposite way of looking at that is don't do what you haven't repped. So playing it safe is not some reckless play calling or reckless way of living. That's not it. Playing it safe is not putting the ball on the ground and changing your entire philosophy in midstream just because you're too afraid of making a mistake. Now, playing it safe, get in the gym. Any kind of high-risk job, any kind of high-risk sport, you got to build up some serious armor, physically and mentally. Here's a place to do it, in the gym. Go lift heavy weights. Go run. Physical fitness is a connection between mind, body, heart, soul, all of it. It transforms in miraculous ways. That's how you play it safe. How you play it unsafe? Don't lift weights, go play a high-risk sport or high-risk job, and you're literally risking your life. Don't do what you haven't repped out. I'll give you an example. I said in my earlier part 1 video to playing it safe. I learned my lesson in the mid-80s, 1984. We'd get a lead, I'd play safe, we'd lose. Nightmare season, 1 game, that's all we won, 1 game, because we played it safe. Everybody was afraid, anxiety, playing it safe, anxiety. Don't anybody make mistakes, run the ball. Don't anybody make mistakes, defense. Keep it safe. Here's what we did. We repped out nothing, we had no identity, we just tried to do everything. We tried to run, tried to throw some passes, tried to have 4 or 5 different coverages on defense. What we were just a mishmash of reps. 1985, we got in the gym in the off season and we started focusing our reps. No matter what the score is, we stay on focus. Now, there's been a couple of times since 1985 to now 2011 where I blinked and I tried to play it safe. However, each time, every time we played it safe, we started losing the lead that we built. I stopped. I came to my senses and we went back to what we were doing. No huddle, warp speed, no huddle, pressure defense. Now I'm using football as an analogy. The bottom line is, every time I fell to the temptation of playing it safe, I went back to the reps that got us there. Go back to the reps that got you where you came from. It makes no sense to change your identity in the middle of a game. It makes no sense to change your philosophy and your ideology. Absolutely nothing endures without consistent ideology. The minute you change and go from this sort of tactic or strategy or attack, and then all of a sudden, when you're successful, you say, oh man, you know what? We gotta be careful. We gotta play it safe. The minute you tell people play it safe, but as I said in the earlier video, the minute you tell people play it safe, you're now instilling fear, tons of fear into their brain. You've changed their mindset. As soon as you change their mindset from a positive to a negative, losing is guaranteed, positive, 100%. So anyhow, in conclusion, 1984, no pun intended, or there was a Freudian slip. I did lose. We lost everything. There was bad leadership. If you try to play it safe. 1985, I learned my lesson. Try to play it safe, you get nowhere. Rep out what you want to become. Stick to your reps. Stick to what you rep out. Get in the weight room. Play it safe by becoming big and strong. To be continued.